Coach, I guess let's start with the overall picture. The win totals have improved each of the last couple of years. What's it going to take to continue that progression this year?
Well, we have to continue to improve all the time. We've come from a long way of being 0-10 up to the point we are now. But the commitment to winning and believing in we can win has improved each year, and also the commitment to the program. We've have some great coaches, and we've done some new things and trying to do some different things too. And the program is improving all the time, and that's what we got to do.
Looking at the offense, Mr. Brockhouse coming off a couple of passing records last season. He's a bright young player. He got some experience coming back on the line in the backfield. Some nice pieces to work with.
We sure do. We have our left tackle, who was all SAC, Cam McCalla, returning. That helps to protect Colin. Colin is a kid that is a great baseball player, and he shows that out on the football field. And so it's nice to have him back. Backfield's really good, very deep there. Like we talked about before, receivers need to be replaced, but we're finding some good ones there. So offensively, we're okay.
When you have when you're trying to break in some new receivers, but you have a quarterback that has proven to be a big game player in the past, does that help kind of ease that transition?
It sure does. One of the problems we did have, he played a lot of baseball, and those guys were getting receptions with another quarterback. So we are still in the process of getting that timing down. And Colin even said to me, he said, "Boy, this is different from last year," but he said, "We'll get used to it." And I think that's what will happen. He just has to have time. And they did mention, boy, he can throw the ball pretty hard too. So we found that also yesterday.
Defensively, I know you guys, just off the top of my head, I know Austin, obviously a great player, and you guys have some speed on that side of the ball. What's going to be the key with that group?
Well, I'm really happy with the defensive line. We're very deep. Austin Pearson being recruited now, many colleges, universities. Also Tim Williams from DeWinger, and we have a very strong D line. Quarterbacks are a little smaller, but they're fast, and they get to the football and they hit. Secondary need to be replaced a little bit. We lost Jarrell Holman, first team All-SAC, so we're going to try to find some good corners, and I like the kids that are there too. And they're fast. So speed's not an issue here at Northrop. So we're happy with the defense. It needs to come together a little bit more, but they'll hit. And I found that out yesterday watching them, so that's good.
Last season, you start out 0-4, but then you reel off 4 straight wins. That first chunk of the season, was that more a product of scheduling, or was that a product maybe of just this team took a little while to get its legs?
Well, a little bit of both. That first game was so important with Anderson. Before those tough 3 came, we lost a very close game there. And then when you go Lewis, Snyder, and Dwenger, you better be ready. But it's a time where the kids did come together, and then the winning streak was great to get that back where it needed to be. But when you play those 3, it teaches us a lesson of what we need to do and where we need to go with the program to be competitive with those 3, and that's what we're trying to do.
And then that second 4, where you come in and win 4 straight, for the group that's back this season, how vital was that stretch, and what can they take from that to apply to this year?
Oh, it was huge. Like I said, getting these kids to believe and they can win, and that's the key. You get that little swagger or that confidence, and that's so important, and that's where those games came into effect. Hopefully now we have a school coming from Illinois, Fenton High School, replacing Central Noble. So we're learning about them, but I'm sure they can play some football too. So we're excited.